Hi Taurus, and welcome to your reading. This is a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars for December 2021, but this reading can also be accurate for any other time you find it or this reading finds you. So in the beginning of the reading I will go into general energies, and in the second part of the reading I will go into a love and relationship situation. This is a romantic love dynamic mostly, but it can also be helpful for any other close relationship that you have where you feel like you need more answers or want to learn more about the dynamic that you're in. And in the very end of the reading I will draw some charms for you. This is something I do only for the English speaking channel, so this is exclusively for the English speaking channel. I do have a German channel, so check that out. I'm originally from Vienna, Austria, and this is where I'm also doing my German channel, obviously. All right, so let's look at your cards and the astrology a little bit. This is really intense because I think this is the third time in a row, or the third reading in a row, I feel like, where there's the Ten of Pentacles coming out for you, and it's coming out constantly. So it's really about manifesting serious business, your life goal, reaching moments where you feel like I have arrived, this is what I want to live, this is how I want to live, and really making your life look like you always wanted it to look like, it seems like. It's a lot of likes. In November there was a full moon lunar eclipse in your sign, so this might have brought again things to full circle, and things again had to fall away that didn't help you anymore in your process or that really held you back. And I think one of them that is still lingering here a little bit is this Five of Pentacles mentality. The Five of Pentacles is really about some sort of lack of maybe qualification, energy, physically not feeling 100%, not feeling good enough, imposter syndrome kind of thing. So the Five of Pentacles is something I think that is for all of us, but in particular for you right now, just something that is again coming up as roadblock energy that is just meant to be overcome again and again and again until it disappears. You know, you kind of have to practice, I think, this kind of step out of this mentality, and it's something that's not going to be just like this and then away. I feel like the more often you step into that full-blown up picture and realize what you've built and how far you've come, the more this is just gonna dissipate, I feel like. It came out also for the relationship situation, and here it came out for in reverse. So telling me like this is already moving into the background. It's still lingering there a little bit, but I think this is really, this Five of Pentacles energy is like the feeling, the moment where like, oh, I'm not good enough, I don't have the energy, why is it so hard, I don't have the qualification, I don't have the resources. And it could be about resources, really physical resources, maybe also your body, because maybe you have all the money but maybe you're exhausted, and that's what I see a little bit here. But by the end of the month, I think there will be a new spark, a new push, a new inspiration, a new moment of life force, life energy coming in to bring you forward, to make you move forward, to also take the step, initiate a step forward and have more motivation. We have Aries here that came out as well with the Ace of Wands, and I think this is beautiful. So still the Ten of Pentacles here, reading after reading, just is confirming to me you are building a thing that is so solid, that is so grounded, that is so you, that is very sustainable, that brings in a lot of material success, abundance, that makes you feel worthy, that makes you feel accomplished, that makes you feel wealthy, and who knows, maybe even makes you feel super rich. We have also on the bottom of the deck your card coming through, the Hierophant. And again, the Hierophant is really about practice what you preach, having spiritual beliefs that you're committed to and you're committing to in your everyday life. He's really the placeholder of the spiritual in the worldly reality. So he is the kind of like the contact from earth to the divine, and he's also a great teacher. You know, he really knows how to manifest the spiritual practice. He really knows how to live after his beliefs, and he's a man of, ideally he's a man of integrity. Of course, this can always go into a wrong direction here, also with the High Priestess, with gurus who you know, take advantage of people and stuff. But in general, it's a person of good intentions that is trying to really live a well-lived life when it comes to a spiritual and a material balance. So continue doing that. I think I see there's a lot of satisfaction in doing so. He has this murky but at the same time satisfied face. And in this deck it's a very interesting card. There's interpretations of also having a little bit of this sadistic feel to it, you know, like looking down on the world from above, being a little arrogant about it even. So make sure that this is not something that is taking over, because I mean this is an accomplishment. Definitely you've accomplished a lot here with the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, because it also can weigh you down. You know, you have all this accomplishment and all the stuff that you accomplished, so it can weigh you down. The material can very much weigh you down. In German we have this saying, I don't know how it's in English, belongings are heavy or something like that. In German we say Besitz belastet for the German speakers. So material possessions can be heavy. That's basically what it is. Or can be a burden. That's probably a good way of putting it. This is coming through for maybe also realizing that a light energy, a lustful energy, cannot be forgotten about and has to be invited in a way. There will be some inspirational spark by the end of the month according to the cards. So the Ace of Wands brings inspiration, fun, motivation, life force energy, moving forward energy, active energy, and a little bit of lightness, therefore, I think. So yeah, but wow, as always, big daddy energy, Taurus. You're just like manifesting like a boss. Like a boss. This should be the title of the reading. This is gonna be the title of the reading, like a boss. I'm a bee, I'm a boss. That's what's going on here. Like a boss. Okay, I wrote it down. So we have the Shaman of Swords here on your side when it comes to relationship situation, and the Seven of Cups. The Shaman of Swords, I love this card in this deck. It's a wonderful, beautiful card. It's really spiraling in a positive way ideas, and therefore making them into this clear line of communication that brings them even higher up on their ladder of understanding and clear insight. So the King of Swords, or the Shaman of Swords, is a person of great intellect, of quick understanding, of very clear logical thinking, of calmness. I always see a lot of calmness in a Shaman of Swords. Somebody who does not rush decisions, but is very quick in making them, because everything you're thinking about, he's already thought through. It's that kind of energy. So super smart, super assertive in its thinking or in their thinking, and super strategic and to the point. So I think this is something that you're bringing into this relationship situation, or into relationships in general, where you're like, this is how things are gonna be, and this is how things are gonna go, and this is how I want it, and this is how I thought this through. The problem, and I'm not saying that this is a bad thing, because seeing things from a rational side when it comes to relationships and connections is sometimes necessary, is often necessary, is often helping us to figure out what we actually want, how we want them, and having a strategy is also a good thing. What is, of course, here in the background, therefore, are the emotions. So the Shaman of Swords is fire and air energy, so there is no water energy. He's not really tapping into his emotions. He is very cool, very calm, very collected. And he's seeing the things for what they are, at the same time having a plan. That is a little emotionally detached for now. That's the energy you're in right now. The other person, or other energy, or energies you're drawing in right now, or maybe what's mirroring you and what you kind of are trying to isolate from, that's what I see as well, especially if you're single, is confusion. Of course, who wants to get confused about relationships, about connections? Who wants to be in their imagination, in their fantasies, in their dream world? I think you're really disconnecting from that here, therefore, and I feel like that's an overcompensation even a little bit, which is not bad, you know, because it's upright and it's healthy. I think it's healthy that you're doing that. But therefore, you might attract people, or there is a person, maybe you're reacting to a person who is very much in their dreamy energy. And you're here, the rational person who kind of tries to see things for what they are and be very clear-minded about it. So this other person is all in their all in their feels. They're in their feels. And in this card, it's very funny to me, this card, because this card is so weird. Because they're so distracted from their emotions that it's a little zany, you know? It's a little... I mean, I would describe myself as somewhat of a weirdo, but even for me, that card is like weird. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What is this? I love it, you know, but I'm gonna watch it, but I don't know. What is it? I can't figure it out. Maybe somebody can help me in the comments. I mean, there is this 6 cups, and then there is this palm tree energy, then there is this like dove. It's a ritual of some sort, but it kind of looks a little bit like a delirious trance, kind of like weird, trying to capture an essence of a feeling sort of situation, but on a very emotional, unconventional level. There is this vessel on her head that is opening up to the crown chakra, I suppose, trying to invite in like this love, Venus, peace, harmony, dove energy. And then there is these palm leaves going into these cups. And then she's standing on the beach with this interesting skirt. I know I'm just describing the card, but it's just very fascinating to me, this card. So this other person is just completely in a whole different artsy world. Maybe they are an artist and they're trying to tap deeper into their subconscious through ritual, performative stuff. That could be. Well, they're really trying to sense and feel it out. They might not be very accurate, and the Seven of Cups is not very on point. Our feelings are not really helping us with the Seven of Cups. They're more like confusing us, or it's imaginary feelings. It's something that we get lost in and we might get a little confused by. It's not something like, oh, I feel this accurate, authentic, loving connection and love. It's more like, wow, what is this? Oh my God. And yeah, this is something that might be a little too much for you, maybe. At the same time, there is a Six of Wands here that really tries to... Both of you try to have a positive, successful outlook when it comes to this connection and want to feel successful about it. I think it's more like you want to feel successful about it. It's not you are successful in it yet, because it's not really upright. It came out in this wiggly wobbly kind of position, and this is actually a good point, because wiggly and wobbly, that's what humans are, that's what connections are, that's what life is, that's what growth is. So the Shaman of Swords doesn't like wiggly wobbly. The Shaman of Swords is like, this is how things are. A plus B is C, and I am not gonna accept the fact that A plus B can also be AB, because it is C. That's how it's taught. You know what I mean? That's cool, totally, but relationships are like an organic thing, and even though there should be a plan of some sort and a strategy, and this is certainly not healthy, the Seven of Cups. I mean, not healthy. It's not a bad thing, but it does not really materialize anything. Only a very mental construct of a relationship is also not gonna materialize anything. So that's what's coming through. What needs to be, I think, focused on here a little more is what makes me feel successful in love. How can I have a good attitude about love in general? And I think this is something that you can build here as a team, and that's supposed to be built as partners here, or as a team. Like what would feel good? What would feel successful? What's a step we can take that would feel good in this? Where I feel, even though it's just momentarily, good and positive. And like I achieved something in this connection. That's the Six of Wands here. And it requires action, you know, the wands require action. Because feeling and thinking is nice, but kind of have to do something here. And then by the end of the month, I think you will have a lot of motivation to move forward. And also this person, maybe. So yeah, Aries, initiate something, maybe even initiate something new. Aries is coming through, and air signs is coming through, but more on your side, so maybe there's an air sign. And we have also Jupiter, so expanding this good feeling, this successful feeling, going into that, going into feeling good about something, going into feeling good about something in a connection. Or in dating, you know, if you're dating and you're like, this and this and this needs to happen for me to date. And then maybe there is a person who, or there you're meeting people who have a lot of options, and they're having their options open, but therefore they at least have options, you know. That doesn't necessarily mean they know what they want and they're getting anywhere further than you, but options is better than no options in my book. So yeah. I don't see, again, the Shaman of Swords, and this reading is just also not wanting to end. I have this for the last couple of readings here. Normally I have like a 20-minute thing, and then my camera starts a new cycle of recording, and then I have to kind of edit the video, which is fine, you know. But that's the reason why I kind of keep the most videos. 20 minutes is a good time. Also, but yeah, it's also convenient. So this reading just one is the reading that keeps on giving, I suppose. So maybe this is also a connection or a situation that keeps on giving. The more you look at it, the longer you look at it, the more you let it expand. I think what's really important here, and it's just coming through very strongly, with the Six of Wands and with Jupiter Astro dice here. How can you both together grow and expand that successful feeling? What does, and there is so much about success here in your life right now with this, because this is a very success card, to me at least. So what does success mean in relationships for me? When do I have a positive attitude? When I have a connection? And how can I go more and more into that feeling? Because I think with this Jupiter, and I wanted to say farm, not charm. The only thing you can grow something is, you know, going more and more into it and giving it energy. Not too much, but you know, letting it grow also organically in a way. But how can you make that success feeling grow? And it might require some out-of-the-box thinking here with the 11th house. So Uranus is in your sign still. You might always get like inspiration, quick, sudden insights, quick, sudden moments. Still, Uranus is in your sign. Every time there is a trine, every time there is a square, even if it's challenging, there might be new inputs, new impulses, new understandings, new sudden realizations. That's what, and course, direction changes. We have one on the 20th, for example, with Mercury in Capricorn trining Uranus in Taurus. There could be exciting news, ideas. I wrote down exciting news, friendships, ideas, tech. 20th. Then we have a square on the 24th. We have, that's it. Okay, so yeah, there's two important aspects here. The square on the 24th could be a big opportunity, and it's also, oh wow, this is why this reading is taking so long. It is a Jupiter square. We have Jupiter here. Oh my God. Jupiter square, Uranus in Taurus. Big opportunity, but think before act. I love it. Shaman of Swords. Think before act. That's exactly what the Shaman of Swords does. There it's coming together. There might be somebody coming in love for the singles. Big opportunity. Think before you act. Shaman of Swords. And then act. Okay, wow. This is why. See, this is why. This was the message that I didn't see right away, which is fine, because, you know, some things you don't see right away. All right, charms. Yeah, there's an opportunity, I think, that's coming in. And what does successful mean also in relationships when it comes to settling? What does that mean for you? What does the journey mean to you? Because there is a settle charm, and it can also, it doesn't have to be settling, but it can be the journey in a relationship or settling. This is what you're looking for. I think this is what the other person is also looking for. What does that mean? How can you feel successful about building something along the way? Building something along the way, that's what's coming through very strongly. So big transformation, I love to see this. The death charm, big transformation when it comes to your feeling of maybe inadequacy or not being enough or not having enough resources or being weak, feeling weak, maybe physically. I get physically very strongly. Also your like your sacral chakra is coming through. So maybe sexual spark. Maybe there is some transformation when it comes to your libido, end of the month. Music can help you. Tap into your feminine energy, tap into your receptive energy, tap into your energy where you want to make your environment nice and fun and chill and comfortable. So play music, sing music, make music, listen to music, dance to music, and enjoy music, because it's also Venus energy, and Venus is also stands for music. So music is a big one here. This person is trying to, as I said, I think there is a person who is really trying to tap deeper into the mysteries and the unknown and the hidden. They're really focused on that work, though. I think it's more like a work in progress, and maybe it's really somebody who is working artistically, or a healer, or I see artistic stuff, ritualistic stuff, healing stuff, tapping deeper in the mysteries of some sorts here with a lot of focus. And it's really about a third eye opening moment as well, but more even crown chakra, really, more a crown chakra thing. Wow, this is intense. They're having some deep realizations here. They're really tapped into the spiritual side, maybe. That's something that is inspiring you, because you're too, but you're more like grounding that spirituality. So we have the evil eye here, so try not to project too much on this other person. Try to not use your analytical powers that you have right now in a destructive way. which means be careful what you say and how you say it, and be careful of the timing, and be aware anytime you say the truth, that the truth can be very hurtful even though it's the truth, and that some people are not ready for the truth. It's just what it is. That's such a Shaman of Swords thing to say. That's just what it is. And yeah, make sure that you're not using your insight to... I don't see that you're using it, but well, I don't see that you're doing it on purpose, though. It could just happen, which would be unfortunate. Just be a little aware of it, I think. There is a lot of energy gained, I think, in this thinking process, and it's not draining energetically, and especially life force wise. I think now thinking about stuff actually and analyzing it and making a plan and having a strategy is gonna save you some energy and not burn energy. Love it, especially when it comes to the dating and the relationship process. So think before act will definitely save you some energy. I love that. I love that. Okay, this is such a long reading. I didn't talk about this card. I want to bring it up, and then I think I'm done. We have the All That Glitters card, and I think it's important for an earth energy to bring this up, but for all of us, of course, it is really a card about seeing underneath or behind the mask the surface. And I want to read you from this book because I really like this book, and it's the words are chosen very wisely. This woman must be an air sign. No, I think she's a Capricorn. Colette Baron Reed. 16. I'm sorry. Everything is taking a little longer here in your reading. 15 and 16. Okay, All That Glitters. Essential meanings. A need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature. Trying to be something you are not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. This is mind-blowing because, you know, I think this is what's making you feel uncomfortable here. Because, you know what? This card, Five of Pentacles, is Mercury in Taurus. And that's just not a great combination, to be quite honest. It makes things very restrictive and heavy in a way. Mercury wants to go fast and have ideas and live in the idea world, and Taurus wants to have results and be in the moment and be grounded and be present. So yeah, this is fascinating. Okay, so being mercurial, which means being very much in the what ifs. The Oracle's message. It's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds. These icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? Question mark. The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? This is so interesting. Oh, I love this. Okay, relationship message. Sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seems so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who that person is, not what he or she has or can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes of the heart, of your heart. Let go of artifice and let what is authentic shine. Beautiful. Okay, prosperity message, even though I feel like you don't need that, but I will still read it because there is so much prosperity. Sometimes an opportunity looks so good that it glitters like gold and you just can't resist it, especially when it appears others are doing so well and have hit the mother lode. During the American gold rush, everyone hurried west to find their fortune and then deserted entire towns after the mining depleted the gold veins in the earth. So too can you deplete yourself as you chase after the latest shiny thing that has caught your eye. There is a mercurial quality to your present circumstances. Pay no attention to those who chase after fool's gold. Resist the temptation to be jealous of others. What they have achieved may not be the true success you seek, so don't compare yourself to them. You see only the surface right now, only the sparkle. Be assured that you will experience your own shining moment if you stick to what you know. All that glitters may not be gold for you. I love this. Taurus, this is a very extended reading for you, but I'm happy that there is so much information coming through for you, and I hope that you can use this and this is helpful for you and for your situation. Please like, subscribe, comment. It's really, really important, and this is the easiest way and the best way actually to support me. If you hit the subscribe button and if you like this comment and if you like this video and even leave a comment, check out the description box for all the information that you need and the card decks I'm using and how else you can support this channel. So thank you for being here. I hope you have a great December, great holidays, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.